I completely got us off track. I never got your Mandalorian rating
Oh,
or Star
yeah.
Wars in general. Like what?
I loved Mandalorian. I think it's the best thing they've done since the original trilogy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my take on it. I love what they're doing. My one pet peeve with it was the Luke CGI. I think they dropped the ball
Yeah,
because
they
didn't
could have
they
done.
cast Sebastian Stan, right?
I don't know if they did. I think people want that, but I don't think they did.
I thought it was announced.
I thought it was the same thing that they did for Leia in Rogue One.
Well, no, they did that, but I'm saying like if they cast Sebastian Stan like I read in the news, then I don't get why
Oh,
they
for
didn't
like
just like
future stuff.
yeah, because it was so
Yeah,
distracting for me. It took me out of the moment, to be honest.
yeah. I
But
that was I gotta say it was pretty awesome. That was Mandalorian is my favorite thing that Disney has done.
yeah,
Um, with I thought Rogue One was really really good too. I don't know why. I
yeah,
just thought it was a good, really really good movie. I don't know if it was the setting or the style of the movie. Solo was kind of one that kind of was decent.
yeah. I think that one they were supposed to do a trilogy, and then it just
Yeah,
didn't do
I
well.
think there's a lot of things that they were saying that they were going to do. I think they've kind of I
Yeah,
think with the success of Mandalorian, I think they've really switched their mindset to TV. I think TV is going to be what Star Wars does for the next.
I mean, I might be
Obviously,
being.
obviously they announced it, but
I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan, but like I get
yeah,
into it, and
yeah,
I
that's
don't
my
know.
move.
I don't know how you feel. You got the poster that I think the Rise of Skywalker. They should be embarrassed, man. It was so
Well,
bad.
so here's the thing. I need to redo my room. I need my my favorite is Revenge of the Sith. I'm a
Mine
prequel
too.
guy.
Mine
I'm a
too.
prequel guy. So I want 1, 2, and 3 to be behind me. And I don't know why I did this because originally my setup was over here, and 4, 5, or 5 and 6 were behind me. And then I
Okay.
redid my setup, and then 6, 7, or 7, 8, and 9 got behind me, and I'm like, man, as a Star Wars fan, that's gonna hurt some people when they come in.
Yeah.
But so I need to eventually do that. I think that might be my project for the weekend is change the posters around.
Yeah.
But
I
I really liked 7. I thought 7 was like
yeah, me too. I think that
we were
was
gonna be like I was like, wow, I
I was
like Ray
pumped to
a
see
lot.
what they
I
did
love
next.
Kylo. And 8, I can't. I need to go back and watch 8 again because I remember walking out and liking it, but my buddies hated it, and I'm like, did I miss something? Am I just a Star Wars fanboy? Which I am.
Yeah.
Um, but like there were some cool moments in 8. So I don't know. And then 9, I think they just were in a tug of war. Like they were just fighting. The directors were like fighting with what they wanted to do. Like 8 did one thing and then 9 did the complete opposite of 8. So I felt like there was no real plan. And then they brought back Palpatine with kind of just like in the credits, in the opening credits. I'm like, what? So
Yeah, I thought
I
I was it didn't make sense to me that they brought
what
him
I'm
back at
hoping
all.
what I'm hoping is that these TV shows that come out over the time will slowly um like explain the in-betweens of what happened in
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9. Because they were there was Snoke's like clones were in one of the Mandalorian episodes. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
Oh,
That's
I
like
did
me.
not notice that.
Yeah, so that's like me doing my Reddit research and all that. So that's the
Okay.
fanboy in me. So the one episode,
I'm
it
sorry.
was
Do
probably
you mind if I go use the restroom real quick? I've been holding
absolutely.
my. All right. You're talking about Snoke's clones.
So apparently Snoke's clones was somewhere in the episode. I can't remember which episode, but anyway, so I just hope that they slowly will introduce that kind of stuff, and then it kind of makes 7, 8, and 9 um, feel better over time. I guess is
Yeah.
my thought process. I hope. I hope.
I
But
think they should just. I
they
think they
could.
should decanonize them.
I think a lot of people are shooting for that. I just don't
Yeah.
think that they'll do that. I just think it's Disney and they're gonna do whatever they want.
I mean,
Honestly,
because what?
it throws away the whole arc of Anakin Skywalker. That's the biggest argument for it. He was chosen one. He brought balance to the Force at the end.
Yeah.
And
I
then
guess.
79 just Palpatine's still alive, so the balance of the Force is gone. It's like, whoa, what
They
happened?
should have just delayed that last one.
I just wish they would have taken more. I don't know. Number one, I wish they would involve George Lucas more, just because he sells it. You still should. I feel like pick his brain. Maybe they did, but it seems like they didn't. Sounds like from what I've read, they just completely threw away his ideas and did what they wanted to do. So, but the
Yeah.
Mandalorian seems to go back to what George Lucas's style was, in my opinion. You know, if you would have told me that the Mandalorian was directed by George Lucas, I would be like, yeah, you're,
I
you're I
well,
agree.
my thing is that the only one that well, George Lucas directed Return of the Jedi, right?
He did. I don't know if he even did
I think that's the
five.
only one he directed besides the original trilogy, and a lot of people say Return of the Jedi is the weakest one.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't know. From my perspective, I think George Lucas is a good writer, but I don't
yeah,
like he's got
yeah,
good ideas. I just don't know if he's
right.
good at executing it. Which I think I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm a nerd when it comes to
No,
the
you're
creative side
yeah.
of film and TV. So
I think either way, whichever what you think about him, I like he created the whole thing,
yeah,
and I'm just like, how do you not get this guy involved?
I think he was with like
Mandalorian, he was on the set and stuff like that.
oh really? I didn't know that
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
Well,
So
I think they should make John Favreau in charge of it all instead of
John
Kathleen Kennedy.
Favreau and Dave Filoni. So Dave Filoni
Yeah.
is the dude that made Clone Wars with
Yep.
George Lucas. So
Hmm.
it's like
And he
just
directed that what's her name?
so
The
Ahsoka.
yeah, he directed that episode, and I think
Yeah,
that had the best. I think that was the best standalone episode that they did, where it was kind of like a different little side quest thing.
yeah. Just give them the reins of Star Wars and just get out of the way. Is what I would say to them,
Yeah, but
because they obviously know what they're doing. They had Filoni worked with George Lucas and actually respects what he was all about. And I think the sequel trilogy, in my opinion, I still don't mind it. I'm probably one of the few, but I do think it was a money making thing more than it was like we love Star Wars.
yeah, yeah, I
It was
definitely
like
think.
how many billions can we make over we
Well, I
love
mean,
Star Wars? Let's make a great movie.
Disney bought it for so much money, the rights that I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're gonna want like that quick return of investment. So, but they got their money back. So I think
Well,
now
you
they're like,
had
all right,
yeah, you could do whatever and you would have gotten your money back.
yeah. But
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
they started to lose money with Solo, so I think that's why
Yeah.
they
Yep.
pulled the plug. I didn't even look at how well Rise of Skywalker did, as far as the box
Um,
office goes, but I can't
I
see
think
it
Force
doing as well
Awakens
as.
still the top. I think Force Awakens still the top dog from the sequel.
So I think they could have fixed a lot of it by just making J.J. Abrams he just directed all
Do all
three. I
three.
think when
Yeah,
they
exactly.
yeah
That's what they should have done. When you get different, hands in the pot, it
yeah
especially when it felt like there were different visions. Rain
yeah
Johnson and Ryan Johnson had a vision, and JJ had another one. And they were like playing tug of war.
hmm
So
yeah I
that kind
think
of stinks.
Last Jedi is definitely like a mixed bag. Yeah, I could see the problems and like how because I mean you know how people always try to turn it into like sexism and stuff like that, and then people
Oh
hate on
yeah,
it more.
yeah,
But
yeah. There definitely was some scenes where they were just trying to go with what's cool in culture for sure.
yeah,
And not just make a good movie
yeah. I
or
don't know
stuff
if you have you watched
like
any of
that.
his other stuff. Like there was
Ryan,
that yeah Ryan Johnson. Like there was
he did
that
like
Who Done
Knives
It one that
Out,
just came
and
out.
he did Knives Out, right? And he did
Yeah, that's what it was.
Looper, I think he did, or Loop, whatever that's
Yeah,
called. The guy,
Looper.
I didn't see that movie, but
I think he has a problem finishing stories. Like
Knives Out, I
from
didn't
what I've
think was
seen.
very good. I don't know if you
I
did a TikTok on
I
that.
thought it started out well, and then like I said, the same thing with Looper. Looper was awesome until like it was like
The
they didn't know
end.
how to end it.